access to it. But first, because it is a story that we've covered a lot over the last few weeks, a story that relates to the proscription of Palestine Action, the group now deemed to be a terrorist entity, and the Crown Prosecution Service have announced charges under Section 13 of the Terrorism Act 2000 of individuals from the 5th of July, the very day that Palestine Action was prescribed, for, quote, showing support for prescribed terrorist organisation Palestine Action. Now, Section 13, as we will have referenced before, concerns wearing of clothing and the display of articles. And the use of language here is undoubtedly designed to be enormously subjective. So this is from the legislation itself, and this is the wearing of clothing or using articles in such a way or in such circumstances as to arouse reasonable suspicion that he is a member or supporter of a prescribed organisation. So you can see where that can go. Now, for contrast, and indeed to maintain distance from the case as warned to do so by the CPS themselves, we're going to look at a tweet by Alistair Campbell from his Rest is Politics talk show, and this deals with Section 12, which of course is relevant to other means of support to a prescribed organisation. But the tweet here shows a picture of the now president of Syria, a known terrorist in his capacity as head of HTS, a subset of Al-Qaeda, but very clearly being supported by Alistair Campbell and Rory Stewart. I wrote to Counter-Terrorism Police about this very issue and received no reply. So just to point out the specifics on Section 12, which says that a person commits an offence if he arranges, manages or assists in arranging or managing a meeting which he knows is to support a prescribed organisation, to further the activities of a prescribed organisation, or to be addressed by a person who belongs to or professes to belong to a prescribed organisation. Clearly, no action taken there, but when it comes to three people apparently supporting Palestine Action via the wearing of clothing, a completely different matter. I don't think anybody listening or watching will be enormously surprised by that, but it is nonetheless something that's very important to keep track of. So that's where we're going to start the programme.
And I think providing public relations support for the former deputy head of ISIS probably should fall under that.
One would think so.
Arbitrarily
or indeed
speaking.
hope so. Yes, exactly.